here.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Cool. Hello.
Hi.
It's me. Dun, 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 ding, 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 ding. Join me live. Just share into my Facebook page with Hannah Ike. Hi guys, how we doing today? Once you guys get on, make sure you share this, like the video, tag your friends, say hi, comment, be like, yo, what's up? Say something to us so we know you're here so we can comment back to you guys. So today's fun question is, what is your favorite odd smell? I guess is the best way to put this. Like, for instance, do you like the smell of fresh cut grass? Do you like the smell of skunk? Do you like the smell of gasoline? Comment and tell us what your favorite odd smell is. Like, for me, I love the smell of like parking lots, like the asphalt, like the pavement in the parking lots. I don't know why, but I just like the smell of that, especially like on a hot summer day. If you just smell a road, I'm weird. It's fine. Mr. Isaiah likes nail polish. Okay. Pastor Kevin likes the smell of gasoline. Hey, Aaron and Eliana. Hey, Miss Kayla. It's great to see your guys' names. Make sure you guys are sharing and tagging your friends. Miss Hannah, what is something you like the smell of?
Fresh paint.
Ooh, fresh paint. That's a good smell. It's nice and fumey. Wow, that is a very, very interesting smell there. Let's see. What else do we like, guys? Go ahead and comment it real quick. There's like 14 of you on, it says. So go ahead and comment. Say hey. Tell us who's watching. Harley likes the smell of gasoline. Okay, there we go. We got some similarities here. We got a couple gases, nail polish, paint, parking lots. Mr. Ben, what's your favorite smell that's weird? Mr. Ben likes the smell of like Sharpies. Okay. I'm not going to say that. Eliana likes the smell of cough syrup. Now that is interesting. That's probably like a cherry smell, right?
Yeah.
That's good to know. Mr. Ben says he likes the taste of medicines like NyQuil. So that means he likes cough syrup. So Mr. Ben's weird. I've never in my life liked cough syrup. I think that stuff tastes really gross, and I try not to ever drink it. What else do we like?
There's this I think it's like this grape sniffle syrup. That's what my mom calls it.
Sniffle syrup.
Because it stops me from sniffling.
Is it elderberry?
No, it's like Desolin or something like that.
Oh, Desolin. Yeah, that stuff's gross too.
I love that.
I like elderberry syrup. That stuff's really good. Camry also likes the smell of gasoline. So apparently everyone likes the smell of gas. That's good to know. You know, can you imagine if they came out with gas scented like perfume like that girls would wear? That'd be gross.
That'd be weird.
That would smell really bad.
The thing is about the scent of gas, it's like, yeah, you might like it, but you definitely wouldn't want to smell like it.
You're right. Because sometimes when you pump gas and then your hand smells like gas and then you walk in somewhere, someone's like, oh my God, I smell gas.
Because like the scent of gas inside a building is never a good thing.
It's a bad thing. Yeah, that'd be a bad thing. Because if you smell gas in a building, get out and call your local gas company. There's a
leak.
There's a leak. We don't want anyone. Miss Kayla likes the smell of diesel fuel. That's different than gas.
I've never smelled diesel fuel.
It smells completely different than gasoline, but it still smells pretty interesting. That's an interesting smell there. Let's see. Yeah. Mr. Isaiah's wife, Brittany, likes the smell of diesel fuel as well. Carter. Good morning, Austin. Good to have you on with us today. Good to see you here. Let's see here. Okay, so Carter likes the smell of his mom's perfume. That's good. Perfume smells really good sometimes. There's some really great smelling perfumes. There's some other perfumes out there that
Are questionable.
the world could probably do without. Like this one time, this lady walked past me, and her perfume that I watched her spray on herself, to me, smelled like cat pee. And I was really confused as to why this lady would put cat pee on, because that's a nasty smell. Anyway, we have the Goose Chase app running. I've been updating some missions. So, Mr. Ben, if we can put up the new Goose Chase login code, which you guys go to Goose Chase app, you download it, you create a profile, you go to game code, and the game code for this week is JW89JW. Every single team password is just 1234. Again, the red team could use a little help. So join the red team if you're not on a team. Add your friends, tell your other friends, tell your friends who don't even watch this to either watch this and or join you guys. Let's have some fun. Let's see everyone post things. Let's see everyone get involved. The more we join in, what is this Goose Chase thing? Mr. Isaiah, if you download the app, it's called Goose Chase. There is a game code, which is JW89JW. Team password is 1234. Like I just said, it'll give you challenges. It'll give you things to do. It'll ask you to take pictures with people. It'll ask you to, it'll ask you to like write out memory verses. It'll tell you to wear all the green clothes you have and take a picture to get points for your team. And the more you guys do, the more you guys can win. And, last week, the orange team won, but it was really close. The blue team came really close to tying with them with second. So the more we get involved, the better we'll be. And today, Miss Hannah is going to read our new memory verse for the week. So pay very close attention and go for it, Miss Hannah.
I have not. Have I? No.
She's learning how to read. It's okay, guys.
Yeah. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9.
All right, guys, we're going to say it one more time. Miss Hannah's going to read part of it, and then you and I are going to repeat it back to Miss Hannah, okay? So go for it, Miss Hannah.
Have I not commanded you?
Have I not commanded you?
Be strong and courageous.
Be strong and courageous.
Do not be afraid.
Do not be afraid.
Do not be discouraged.
Do not be discouraged.
For the Lord
For the Lord
your God will be with you wherever you go.
For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Joshua 1:9.
Joshua 1:9. This is actually one of my favorite verses because this is coming straight from God, and he's saying, have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? And don't be afraid. These are all commands we have from God. He calls us to be strong, to be courageous, and not to be afraid. Because, like we learned the first week, have been home, almost 3 weeks now? So we're stuck at home. We're not getting to go places. We're not sure what's happening. Just like our computer keeps freezing on me, but it's back, I think. So we're good. But God says that we don't need to have fear. We don't need to be afraid or discouraged because he is always with us. No matter where we go in our life, no matter what we do, God is always there. Isn't that awesome, Miss Hannah?
Yes.
Is there ever a time in your life that you felt God with you, even though it was a new or a different situation that you were in?
Oh, so many times.
Can you give us an example?
When I started my new job, I was really nervous because I had no experience in what I was doing. And when I came in, there was actually another Christian working there, and she would talk to me all the time, and she was actually the one to train me.
That is so awesome. So Hannah wasn't scared, and she wasn't afraid because she knew God was with her. So during these times of being stuck at home and we don't know when we're going to go back to school or when we're going to get to see our friends again at church or anything, We know that God is in control and that he's always there for us, cheering us on, and he's on our side. So we have no reason to be scared or discouraged or worried. So memorize that verse. It's Joshua 1:9. Actually, in the Goose Chase app today, I put up a challenge for you guys to find it in your Bible, write it on a piece of paper, and then hang that piece of paper somewhere in your house where you can read it every day and be reminded to not be discouraged because God is with us wherever we go. And then today we're actually going to read a story, and I'm going to recap part of the story about my friend from the Bible, Joseph. Fun fact, Joseph is actually my middle name. It's actually one of my favorite Bible stories, too, because Joseph was really cool. Did you know Joseph was one of 12? He actually had 12 brothers. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
There was 12 of them running around. Can you imagine having 12 kids live in your house? Hannah, how many brothers and sisters did you have?
I have one brother and one sister.
Well, I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters, so I was a little closer to Joseph, but still, I cannot imagine, especially being a parent. I have one daughter right now, and she is crazy, and she runs around the house like it's a racetrack, and she's up and down and up and down and on my couch and on the floor and on my kitchen table, and she's running around, and there's toys everywhere. I can only imagine having 12 of them. But Joseph was one of 12, and he was actually, it says in the Bible, he was his dad's favorite. He was his dad's favorite son. He was so favorite that Joseph got this really colorful jacket on. His mom, she made it out of this beautiful fabric. It was bright. It was beautiful. It was cool. It was way different than all the clothes his brothers had. So it made him look super special. Now, if your mom bought your sister a really beautiful dress, but she bought you a really boring t-shirt, would you think that your sister was better liked than you?
Yes.
Would you think that your parents would think that, your sister was the favorite?
Oh, definitely.
I would too, because like if my brothers got like a really cool pair of shoes and then they just bought me like a pair of flip-flops, I would be really bummed out because like, Mom, why does Nate and Dave get really cool shoes and I just get, these boring Walmart flip-flops? Like, but it says in here, Joseph was his father's favorite. So he got a jacket. All his brothers got super, super, super jealous that he was the favorite. So do you know what they did, Miss Hannah?
What?
They beat Joseph up and they threw him in a pit. And they took his jacket and they ripped it apart and they dipped it in blood. And then these guys came and they sold their brother into slavery. They're like, hey, you want to buy my brother? He'd be really great at working. And the guys are like, yeah, I'll take your brother. How much do you want for him? And then they paid him. It was like 30 pieces of silver or something, like whatever. And then Joseph was shipped off to go be a workhorse in Egypt. And then the brothers go back to their dad and like, oh no, Dad, Joseph is dead. And they're all acting like they're sad and everything and like showed him a bloody robe and like, this is his favorite jacket and it's all destroyed. Poor Joseph was attacked by wild animals. But in reality, they just got annoyed with him and sold him. Like, can you imagine?
Crazy.
Could you ever imagine selling your little brother to go work for somebody?
No.
No, like I couldn't do that either. Like I couldn't ever sell one of my little brothers. I love them too much. Then Joseph, he goes to Egypt and he gets sold into slavery. The guys who sold him sell him again. And then he ends up at Potiphar's house. Potiphar was basically like the president of Egypt. He's like a king. He is the guy in control. What he says goes. So Joseph was taken down. I'm going to read right from the Bible, Genesis chapter 39, verse 1. It says, now Joseph had been taken down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an Egyptian officer of Pharaoh. So Potiphar is actually like the second in command. My bad. Pharaoh is like the king. Potiphar is like the vice president, So if the Potiphar tells Pharaoh what he thinks should happen, and if Pharaoh agrees, they both decide together, and they feed off of each other, and so he's really up there. Sorry, Potiphar is second in command. He's the number 2 guy. So Joseph had been taken down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an Egyptian officer of Pharaoh, the captain of the bodyguard, bought him from the Ishmaelites. Now, the Ishmaelites are the ones who bought Joseph from his brothers. We're getting confused here. Lots of selling, lots of buying. So the Lord was with Joseph, and he became a successful man, and he was in the house of his master. So what this is saying is that Joseph, as a slave, became very successful and noticed by Potiphar. And it says, now his master saw the Lord was with him, and how the Lord caused all he did to prosper in his hand. So Joseph found favor in his sight and became his personal servant. And he made him an overseer of his house, and all that he owned was put in his charge. And it came from that time that he made him an overseer of his house and everything he owned. And the Lord blessed this Egyptian's house on account of Joseph. Thus the Lord's blessing was upon him and all he owned, in the house, in the field, and everything he owned was in Joseph's charge. So what this is saying is, that Joseph went to work for Potiphar, but he was just one of Potiphar's many, many servants. But because everything Joseph did, he did as unto the Lord. He did without grumbling or complaining. He did with excellence. That the Lord showed Potiphar, he goes, yo, that Joseph dude is awesome. So then Potiphar goes, you know what, Joseph? I'm going to make you my number 1 servant. What he said is, I trust you with my house. I trust you with all my animals. I trust you with my kids. I trust you with everything I own. And he said Joseph is his number 2 guy. So basically, whatever Joseph decided to happen in the house would happen. And all of this happened because Joseph found favor with the Lord. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
That would be like you going over to your neighbor's house and mowing his lawn for him. And then your neighbor's all like, wow, you're so good at mowing my lawn and you do this without grumbling or complaining that I want you to start watering my flowers and trimming the hedges and vacuuming. And then you're like, cool, so you get more jobs. But then one day your neighbor goes, wait, I'm going to pay you to find someone else to mow the lawn. That's what happened with Joseph. He started sweeping and cleaning, and then Potiphar's like, you're too good at this. So then he had Joseph find people and hire people and encourage people to do all the work for him, but he still got paid. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That's so...
Like,
when
what?
I go to work, I would love to get paid to tell other people what to do.
Me too. I would love to be like, hey, yo, Hannah, go stack all those chairs for me, and I'm going to sit here and watch you stack the chairs, but I'm going to get paid for it, and you're just going to stack the chairs. Would that be fair?
Not really.
Not to you, but it would be great for me. But the blessing of the Lord was on Joseph and on all that Joseph and Potiphar had in their hands. So because Joseph was a child of God and worked without grumbling or complaining, he was extremely blessed and given so much control of everything. Now, isn't that awesome that we can also have that happen to us? Because when we're children of God and we do things without grumbling or complaining, and we do everything as unto the Lord, that the Lord is going to bless us and make us be profitable and favorable to other people. Now, you guys, I want to encourage you guys to do the same thing. So when your parents ask you to do something, that they're giving you a responsibility. Hannah, what is one of your responsibilities at your house?
To empty the dishwasher.
You have to empty the dishwasher, and we can double check this because your mom is watching. She says, hi, Hanny. Is your nickname Hanny?
Yes.
So one of Hannah's jobs is to go home, and when the dishwasher is done and it's all clean, she is asked to empty the dishwasher. Now, Hannah, I have a question. Mm-hmm. If your mom told you, Hannah, go empty the dishwasher. But you started complaining and you started getting upset and grumbling and you were just annoyed and you started calling your mom mean names. Would your mom give you more responsibilities or let you do things after that?
No.
Like if she said, Hannah, go empty the dishwasher. And you're like, no, I always empty the dishwasher. And then you do it like that the whole time. But then you're like, hey, Mom, can I go hang out with my friends? Do you think your mom would let you do that?
Probably not.
So what I want to encourage us to do is to do things with a grateful heart, with a cheerful heart, do things as unto the Lord. Because like same with me, like if my mom goes, hey, Aaron, can you mow the lawn for me? And I'm like, I always mow the lawn. Why don't you ever make Timmy mow the lawn? Rah, 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 rah. That's not going to make me look like I'm thankful or I'm responsible. But because the Lord is with us and we want to be honorable to our parents, which is another thing the Bible says, is to honor your father and mother. When you get one little responsibility and you do it with cheer, there we go, and gladness, you'll be blessed with more opportunities to do more. And then who knows, in the future, when God sees you take care of the little things, he's going to give you really big things to be in charge of. And who knows, maybe one day Hannah will be a pastor or a business leader or a teacher or a doctor or a dentist, which is what Hannah wants to be, as a dentist. So like, when you start off by being happy with the little things God gives you, he's going to bless you with so much more to do and so many more things you can see, so many more things you can say to people. So, and then this is something else you can look up. It's Philippians 2:14. It says, do everything without grumbling or arguing. So, that's another challenge this week for you guys. When your parents ask you to do something, when your grandma asks you to do something, say, yes, ma'am, say, yes, sir. Do it with a smile, do it with a happy heart, because you never know what's going to happen or what God's going to bless you with because you decided to say yes with a cheerful heart. Now, isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Cool. So, now, we did all that. That was really fun. That's one of my favorite stories because Joseph ended up saving all of Egypt. We'll probably talk about that in a few days, but because of Joseph's willingness, he saved the entire country of Egypt. It is a country, nation, whatever you want to call it. It's a really big place, and saved them all from starvation because he found favor with God. Now, just for kicks and giggles, we are going to make a volcano. Now, back here, I have hidden all the items. We will need to do this. So last week, you guys remember when we made the Play-Doh that smelled really funky with Kool-Aid? Hannah remembers because she's been playing with it this whole time, and this stuff is just really interesting. So, to do this, what you need is a water bottle, and I cut the top off of it because one time I made a volcano with the top on the water bottle, and the stuff inside shot out and almost hit the ceiling and made a very big mess, and so I'm not trying to make a mess in here because that's not cool. I have a tray, though, to clean up all the mess. So we're going to put the water bottle in the middle of our tray. Miss Handy, you want to take the Play-Doh and start putting it around the water bottle. Make a nice base, a nice volcano-y shape. And if we can get a nice close-up shot of this, my friends, and I'll help you with that. Yeah, we're going to figure this out. It's going to be great. There we go. Here, let's go. We probably don't have enough, but it's going to be great.
It's okay.
We probably don't have enough Play-Doh to make all of this the way we want it to, but we're going to make this look as best we can and have a lot of fun with it. But while we're working on this is stuff you guys can do too, because all you need is some baking soda, and we have this. Most people have this at their houses. Ask your mom and dad. Ask your parents first before you do anything. And then in this cup right here, I just have some vinegar. It's just normal house vinegar that most people have in their houses. If not, this stuff is really cheap to get at the Walmart, the Wegmans, the Dollar General, the dollar store. You know, it's everywhere. And then, wow, Hannah, this is a beautiful volcano. Guys, if you like Miss Hannah's volcano, comment and tell her how great of a volcano sculptor she is, because would you just look at that? I've never seen a better volcano in my life. This is also really fun to do with paper mache. Now, maybe one day we'll show you how to do some paper mache stuff, because that's always really fun to play with. Hey, Jesus, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. All you guys. So, guys, comment and tell me what's happening with your life. Are you bored? Are you having fun? Are you over being stuck at home? What are you looking forward to when we get to leave our houses? Let's talk. Let's put some comments in here, guys. Miss Jo, what are you looking forward to doing once we are done with quarantine? Jo. Okay, she didn't hear me. That's fine. Miss Portia said, absolutely amazing work. I said, what is something you're looking forward to get to do once we can go back to our normal lives? Miss Jo says she's excited to come back to church. Aw, love you, Dom. You guys are so nice. Harley says she can't wait to see her friends. Let's see. Yeah, you are so good at this. Heidi Clark says she's going to be doing some paper mache. Yeah, paper mache is so fun. I did that all the time when I was a kid. I used to make so much paper mache, everything that I made my mom upset. Annabella made a volcano this year out of paper mache. Heidi Clark says her kids can't wait to go play on playgrounds. Eliana's looking forward to getting back to church, cheer and dance, and softball. Mr. Hillman says that him and Mrs. Hillman are ready to send the kids back to school. I think a lot of parents are with you on that one, Mr. Zach. Camry can't wait to go to Denny's. Ooh, I love Denny's. Denny's is one of my favorite restaurants in the world. Mr. Nardi can't wait to go hang out with people. Christian can't wait to go to parks and see friends. Braylon can't wait to go to school and see her friends. Yeah, I'm excited to have everyone come back to church and hang out in Sunday school classes, because I miss seeing all of you guys. Like, I was walking the hall at church the other day doing some cleanup and just checking on some things, and it's really empty. But I'm so excited to have church again someday soon and see all of you guys and just hang out. Let's see. Mr. Ben just wants sports back. Yeah, I want to watch some sports games too. It's been a while since, we've been able to do anything. Maybe if we stretch it out a little more and tip it over the top. I don't know. Yeah. Miss Tara can't wait to go to Target and sip on Starbucks while loading her cart. Tara, I feel like you have a whole club that would do that with you. Noah said he can't wait to go to the mall. Miss Kayla says that she misses his kids, and I can't wait to see all my friends soon and go back to church. Yes, I can't wait to have you all back here at church. I am so bored and lonely without all of you guys. Half the time I'm here, I'm talking to myself because there's no one here to talk to. Miss Hannah has actually seen me talking and singing to myself, because that's what happens when you're really bored and lonely, guys. It's fine. But one day, very soon, we're all going to get to hang out with each other. We're all going to get to, be at church. That's what I'm excited for. I would have to say church. Yes. Church. And Miss Hannah can't wait to come to church. What about you, sir? What are you excited about?
I should go to a restaurant.
Mr. David wants to go to a restaurant and eat food that he didn't have to cook. I hear you on that one. I can't wait to go back to Chili's and wait on people, because that's one of my other jobs, is working at Chili's. And I just get to talk to people. I get to give them food. I like to hanging out with them. Yes, Mr. Dom, I am talking to paintings on the walls in the kids' wing, just like Anna from Frozen. It's fine. Yes, Miss Charmaine, I can't wait to worship with everybody. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. When we come back to church, that week is going to be amazing, and all the weeks after that, because God's about to do some really fun things. It's going to be crazy. Oh, look at this volcano that Miss Hannah has created. This, my friends, skillfully crafted. This is amazing. I'm impressed. That's a nice volcano up there. Okay, so in order to make this work, we are going to put the baking soda inside the volcano. Here we go. I don't know. We're just going to put a whole lot in there because the more the better. And who knows, we may make a really big mess, but that's okay. That's why we have vacuum cleaners and stuff. I don't know. Do you think that's enough, Miss Hannah? Should we put more?
I've never made a volcano before. So
What?
I know. It's crazy.
Well, this is what everyone does for science. Let's see. Yes, we should have a block party after services once we are allowed to do things again. And I miss the Wednesday night kids too, Miss Charmaine. Those kids are the best. They're little sassy, but they're a lot of fun. Okay, so guys, we have baking soda inside our volcano. I'm going to move some of this out of the way just in case. I'll put this down here. Yeah.
Can I do the honors?
Yes. So,
Right.
my camera friends, do we have... Yep, we have a nice shot. There you go. And 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Wow! Science is sweet. And there it is, guys. Wow, that was actually really nice. That was a nice volcano. Don't you agree? Well, we're not that creative. So, there is that. There is our explosion of love, our volcano. Now the whole stage in church is about to smell like vinegar, but that's okay. We can always, air it out and use something. But there it is, guys. Let's see. Yeah, if you guys want to, you guys can go. You guys can make some volcanoes. They're really, really easy to do. Really fun. Slightly messy. Yeah. So make sure your parents are with you guys when you do this. Yes, use a tablecloth for the kids at home. Go on your front sidewalk. Go in your yard where it's easy to clean up. Please don't make a mess. And if you do make a mess, clean it up without grumbling or complaining. Help your parents clean up the mess you made, because that'll make your parents really happy. And we don't want to upset our parents because we love our parents. Once again, guys, our memory verse this week is Joshua 1:9. If we could bring that back up real quick. It's coming. It says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Joshua 1:9. So, guys, record yourself saying that. Do what I have in the Goose Chase app. Write it down on a piece of paper, hang it on your wall, put it on your fridge, maybe your bedroom wall, and put it where you can see it wherever you go, because it's super, super important to have that hidden away in your heart. All right, guys? Well, I love you. Miss Hannah loves you. We miss you. We can't wait to see you again. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon at noon. Bye.
Bye.